All right, hey, welcome back. Billy and Jeff Rhodes with Crossroads Consulting. Another episode to discuss the self-employed tax credit. Hopefully, you've seen some of our other videos out there. This is a tax credit that the IRS has set aside for self-employed individuals, gig workers, 1099s. Regular businesses were able to take huge advantage of the COVID tax credits. But it really wasn't announced very thoroughly for the independent contractor, the gig worker, the small guy, right? So we're here to kind of try to educate you a little bit. Hopefully you go to the website based on the link below, check it out. Gig Worker Solutions is backed by Anchor Financial. And I just want to talk about the key eligibility criteria, okay? So it says here, I'm just going to read it right from their website. If you're self-employed status, if you were self-employed in 2020 and or 2021, you could potentially qualify for the SETC. This includes sole proprietors who run businesses with employees, 1099 subcontractors, and single member LLCs. If you filed a Schedule C, that's key. If you filed a Schedule C or a partnership 1065 on your federal tax returns for 2020 and or 2021, you're in the right track. Okay, so that's key. I also want to mention 2020 is already passed. 2021 filing is what we're talking about, and it's April 18th is our deadline. COVID impacts. Here's the other eligibility criteria. Whether you battled COVID, experienced COVID-like symptoms, needed a quarantine, underwent testing, and cared for a family member affected by the virus, the SETC could be your financial relief. If the closure of your child's school or daycare due to COVID restrictions forced you to stay home and impacted your work, we're here to help you. So this is right on their website. So the link that we've talked about, if you go there, it will drive you to the Gig Workers Solutions website and talks about the eligibility criteria, everything that goes on with this. I mean, how many people had to deal with COVID? Whether you had it or not, you were affected. I mean, I got it twice.
Really the impetus behind this SETC credit is it's not just about how it impacted you personally. It's the whole disruption of the whole COVID pandemic, the disruption on the economy. Look, your customers were impacted.
Yeah,
Maybe you weren't sick.
Right.
Maybe you had no symptoms whatsoever, but that doesn't mean that your customers, their business wasn't disrupted. Did your income decline during 2020 or 2021 because of the COVID disruption to your customers? Look, this idea, this concept of COVID disruption is so broad-based, and that's why the IRS doesn't require proof that you were infected by COVID, because who wasn't affected by COVID?
Right.
Indirectly or directly. I will mention, though, again, reading off their website, if you were a sub S or true S Corp or C Corp and received a W-2, you're not eligible for the SETC.
Right.
So to your point earlier, if you filed the Schedule C or the 1065 or some other arrangement that did not include W-2, you're eligible. So the key here is go to the link, find out how much you're eligible for, start the registration process. You're going to get a case manager assigned. You can talk to them. You can communicate with them. They'll walk you through it.
I mean, when you first brought this to me, I was like, well, I'm going to try it. I'm an independent contractor. So I went through the calculator, and I qualified for 10,200. However, once I read more about it, I file as an S Corp, so it kicked me out.
Gotcha.
But to a lot of the independent contractors out there, they don't. They file as a Schedule C.
Yeah, and I was a W-2 employee, so I didn't get the opportunity to file for it. It would have been nice because it's just found money. It's not a loan. Let's be clear about that. It's not a loan. It's not that PPP loan stuff. it's just found money. It drops out of
Yeah.
the sky. It's part of this COVID disruption.
So I think what we're
Period.
saying is go to the link, click on it, register an account, no harm, no foul, check it out, go through the calculator, see if it makes sense. If you like the amount of money that you might receive, follow the steps. They'll assign you an individual counselor, basically, or somebody that you can talk to and walk through the process. I mean, they have over 3,000 folks just taking phone calls every day. So go to the website, check it out, and let's see if we can't get you some money back. Have a great day.